We do want to send a message to the community, people here in the city of Harlingen and throughout our region, that it is important to follow the CDC guidelines that are in place, and that means social distancing, try to stay away from people, not to congregate in crowds, and keep washing your hands and try to keep as hygienic as you possibly can. And to address that a little more technically, I'm going to ask Dr. Mohun, the City of Harlingen's Health Authority, to explain why that's important.
Well, first and foremost, if you're ill, stay home. You don't want to infect other people. And the CDC and the health experts are talking about flattening the curve. And by that, if the less people that you infect, the fewer people that are going to need hospitalization, possibly intensive care beds or ventilators. And so hopefully with the heat coming and our climate change in South Texas, that we won't see the numbers of people that are ill. But again, it's common sense. Avoid gathering in large groups, washing your hands, covering your mouth when you cough, stay home, and wash your hands a lot.
Let's take one more opportunity to ask people not to hoard food from the grocery stores. Be respectful of your neighbors and cooperate by just taking what you need for a few days, and then because there's no indication that grocery stores are going to close or that the supplies are going to run out. They're continuing to supply it, but when we go to the grocery store and we take everything off the shelf, then your neighbor doesn't have an opportunity to get what he would like to get. And also, the governor said yesterday, go ahead and go to restaurants and pick up your food and take it home. There's no reason that you can't do that. That also takes some burden off of our grocery stores, because we still are using the food supply chain that goes to the restaurants. So please help us and cooperate with that. Be kindly and respectful to your neighbors. Thanks.
Yes, and just two things I could add. One is to sort of jump on that is, we're all meant to help each other. And helping your neighbor, sharing what you have, that's critical. And secondly, if you are ill, call your doctor instead of rushing to the emergency room. Try to take the burden off the people who are critically ill going to the ER. So please try to help us. Call. They have alternative ways of being treated. They have drive-through where you can be seen by a medical person and you're not calling EMS and you're not going to the emergency rooms. So I hope everyone stays healthy, and God bless everyone.